So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into my Sephora VIB recommendations video. So y'all know I done tried a whole bunch of complexion products, so I got plenty of complexion to talk about. But I had a few other things I actually wanted to talk to you all about. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about some perfume for once, because y'all know I usually don't talk about that. But I figured we could try that out, because I've been trying a few, and I have a few that I like to wear for every day, depending on, you know, what scent I'm going for. So we'll start off with those. We'll get into some complexion. Then I got a few lips, blush, bronzer, and highlighters. And then we should be good to go. So I'm hoping this isn't more than a half an hour, because it's 4:20 now, and I still gotta like drive to my house and do all the stuff I know to do before I have to go to bed, and that's a lot. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start off with the Kylie, what is this? Eat and Juicy Apple perfume. I like to use this a lot. I see they're already out of the size that I wanted to buy during the sale though, so I don't know if they're gonna be stocking in time, what's going on with that, but I love this perfume. It smells amazing. I'm trying to find other perfumes that have apple scents to them now, because I really like the way this smells. It made me think of, what was that apple lip gloss and body lotion and stuff they had at Victoria's Secret when I was in high school that everybody was using, along with Love Spell. Like, that's what this gave me the vibe of, but it's a more sophisticated version of that. So I recommend that to try out for sure. Then I have, what is this? Vanilla Sky from Skylar. So I bought the set during the last, I think, Sephora VIB sale. You got this rollerball size, and you got a full size. So I like to spray it with by the fireplace when winter was here, because I felt like they were a good pair and combination. I really like the scent of them. So those are a couple I have. I like Killian Princess as well. I didn't bring that with me though. I forgot and left it on my dresser after I sprayed it on. So I actually wore that one today. And it was my first time wearing it, but I really liked the scent of it. So I figured you should go ahead and get that. On my wish list though is, of course, Love Don't Be Shy, the one that Rihanna wears all the time. I want to see how it smells versus the Dossier one. So I got that in my wish list, random side note. But now let's get into all these foundations, because girl, there's a lot. So y'all know the one I've been wearing the most and loving the most recently, even though I don't have it on my face today because I left it here in my grandmother's house for the complexion corner. I have the Yummy Skin, what is this, Glow Serum Primer, and then the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation from Danessa Myricks. If you all didn't see my video, I was trying to link it up in the cards at the top. I love this stuff. You need to get it. You have to use them together. Oh my god, match made in heaven. It is wonderful. Wonderful. I wear the shade 18G if anybody's curious, and then the serum is only 2 colors. So I have the one Juicy Boost, which is the darker one. I have absolutely been loving this. Now I usually prefer to wear stick foundation to work, but I've literally been wearing this every single day. I had it at work when I was trying it out, just because, I mean, I had it at home when I was trying it out because I just loved it that much. Oh my goodness, yes, girl, yes. Get it, get it, get it. And it's not that it's so expensive, but it's like if you can get it at a discount, why not? Why not get it at a discount? So the next one I have to talk about, it has a matching concealer, so we'll get that one out the way now. This is the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation and Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. So both of these are from their Triple Fix line. I wear the shade DG7 in the foundation and DG3 in the concealer. Oh my god, y'all. This combination is a match made in heaven. I love concealer shades like this color right here. It has like yellow, honey mustard, just golden undertone to it. I know that sounds weird, but I'm telling you, underneath on the eye, I mean on the face, it looks absolutely stunning. I love this combination together. The funny thing is, y'all know I'm not a serum foundation girl, but what did I just rave about? 2 serum foundations. So I definitely recommend them. I use this concealer with a lot of other foundations besides just this one. I usually don't do that, but it's so good that I want to use it with everything. So there you go. If you don't even get the foundation, just make sure you get this concealer. Girl, you need this concealer. It is everything. But I really like the foundation too. The only thing is my top broke, so it's like it won't stay on. So now foundation squirts everywhere. So that's, I will say be careful with it because it seems to be sensitive. Next, I have the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25. I wear the shade Deep Warm 370. It's deep with golden undertones. This stuff is amazing. If you thought the concealer was good, girl, pair the concealer with this foundation. And then I'm going to recommend the Kosas, what is it? Velvety Cloud Set Powder, or Cloud Set Powder. The shade I have is Velvety. Just keep in mind, if you don't want it to oxidize your foundation, buy a shade lighter. I'm fine with it oxidizing my foundation because I have a tendency to use this in the summertime when I don't want to put on a whole bunch of heavy powder, so I can just put my kabuki brush in it, go around on my face, and it matches my foundation nicely, and I can use my winter shades as my summer shades. So that's why I bought it in the shade of my skin, because since I knew it oxidized from watching Tina the Fancy Faces video, I knew that I could get away with wearing my winter foundations in the summertime. So this is a good trick if you want to do that and don't want to spend as much on foundations, and then you can wear the foundation year round, and the only thing that would change the color of it is the powder. So I really love that powder, and I'm gonna recommend you get that along with this foundation and the concealer. So if you can't see, I was on a complexion kick, but I mean the company's worse. I had to do what I had to do, you know, and we know I'm a complexion queen, so you know, there you go. Next combination I have is the One Size Beauty. Now this is the Turn Up the Base BBB Cream Beauty Blur Balm. I have the shade dark 2G golden, and it's dark golden. The only thing with this is I will say it oxidizes. I use his powder with it and it oxidizes. So I don't know if you need to buy a shade up because it oxidizes, but I swear when I put his powder on with this, it oxidized, and I wasn't with it. I would shade dark G3 in the concealer. This concealer is amazing. Oh my goodness, I love it. This is another concealer I use with a lot of other things, and I'm a person who likes to put things with other things, but I love this concealer so much that I'll use this a lot of times and I won't even be using his foundation. This was the least out of my favorite when it came to all the foundations because it comes out kind of thick. It still looks nice on the skin and wears pretty throughout the day, as you all saw in my pictures and have seen me wearing it. It's just, out of all the ones I've tried so far, this is the least favorite of them all. But I'll link the complexion corner if you want to hear specific details on each one to help you determine which one you want to get based upon what I'm saying. Next, I have the Charlotte Tilbury, like I'm Teresa's dead, Beautiful Skin Foundation. I wear the shade 14 Neutral in this. I really like this foundation. I think it's that nice your skin, but better, kind of like the Diypansy one and the what's the other one? The Diypansy one and the Makeup Forever one I haven't talked about yet. Like, these are the three I would say are most skin-like, most lightweight on the face, and still give a decent amount of coverage. So this is a beautiful product. I like this foundation better than the original one she came out with, the Airbrush Flawless Filter. But what I do is when I want more coverage and I feel like this isn't giving it, like if I'm having bad breakout days or I need some extra coverage, I'll mix the original foundation in with this one, and then that'll help. So I feel like in the summertime I can still wear foundations like this because you can mix in like the counterpart. Like with the NARS one I'm going to show you next, I mixed in the soft matte one they came out with a while ago in that, and I've mixed Flawless Filter in with this one because I had some little samples, so I just mixed the samples in with this, and there you go. But that's a great product, and if you don't have oily combination skin, you'll be able to wear it regularly. If you do have oily combination skin, just keep in mind when summer comes, you might want to put a matte foundation with it, or do the powder trick over the primer like Adriangameover does in order to get that look. Anyway, next we're going to talk about what I just talked about, the light reflecting foundation from NARS. I wear the shade Macao, of course. I wear Macao in every NARS foundation there is because they keep the range the same. Makeup Forever just threw me off my whole life with the foundation and changed it. But anyway, I really like this foundation. It's nice and skin-like too. But this one and the One Size one are my least favorites out of all the ones I've tried. Not that this is bad. Again, when I mix it in with the NARS Soft Matte, I like it a whole lot better because I feel like I get more coverage. With this one, I feel like it's less coverage than the Charlotte Tilbury one. And I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury one is more like a light medium to maybe just normal medium. This one is about the same to me, and I feel like I need more coverage with it until my skin gets better. So this one and One Size, if you want to try, go ahead. But the guaranteed for sure recommendations are the Yummy Skin, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Foundation, and then the Kosas ones. Those are the three I'm recommending the most. And the LYS is good too. And then this one right here, the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I have the shade 4Y60, which used to be Y503. Now I feel like this oxidizes, so I got Y503. I know Tina the Fancy Face says she wears Y503, and you wear clearly not the same color, but I guess like her normal shade is my like winter shade or something, because to me this oxidized and it looks more like the Y505 that I used to wear. But I'll try to remember to link the video above too if you used to wear Y505 like I do, because I swatched that one, I swatched another one, and then I swatched this one that I had bought in store. So this is amazing, and I don't even ever like Makeup Forever HD foundation products. Like I didn't like the Ultra HD one. I seem to usually like the matte ones, but I really like this one, and I actually wear this one on its own. I've never mixed it in with the matte one. I just go in with the matte concealer that went with that matte foundation, and I do good with that. So this foundation is amazing. I absolutely love it. Now let's get into the last foundation I have before we have these couple of concealers that are left over. So y'all remember I did I partnered with Mented Beauty to do a video, and I got the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick in the shade Tiger Eye. I know my girl Vinny Fritz is talking about she wanted this one as a bronzer shade. This is actually my skin tone shade. I thought this was a really nice foundation stick, and y'all know I'm a complexion queen, so when they reached out I was like, yes, complexion stick please. Unfortunately they didn't have it in stock when I did order, so I bought mine myself, but it was a good purchase. It was worth it, and I really like this product, so I figured I would go ahead and shout out to you. It's good on the go quick stick and you're supposed to be able to use it as foundation and concealer and contour and all that other stuff like the Thread Beauty one I just did a video on recently. But I just stick to using it as a foundation stick and just use a liquid concealer because that's my preference. But it's a good product, and I would recommend you try it out during the sale because, girl, who doesn't want to save little coins? But they're a good brand overall, and I actually have a couple more things to talk about from them throughout this video. The last thing I have to talk about are a couple of concealers. So I got the Good Apple concealer here. What is this called? Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. I got the shade Tan 162. When I originally bought this, I didn't like the shade I got, and I wasn't that crazy about the formula because it dries down really quick. But what I'll do is I'll mix it in with another concealer, or I'll just blend it out pretty quickly and go on my day, because it does get full coverage and it does last a really long time. And once I got this shade, I liked it way better than the original shade I got. So it has grown on me, but when I initially tried it, I wasn't that impressed with it. But I would recommend it now. It's a good product. I just felt like the shade range, as Tinted Fancy Face was talking about, was really hard to go through and find one in. And I think I said that in the video when I bought it, because to me the shade range was like weird to look into again. But again, like I said, I'll try to link all of them up above. I might just list my foundation review playlist up above, because I have the concealers and foundations that just came out this year to try, along with like probably powder foundations and other stuff. The last concealer I have to talk about is the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. I have the shade 4W. When I first tried it, I didn't like the paddle wand that it has with it, because it has that paddle concealer wand, like, you know, the concealer brush you buy. That's how the wand on this is, as weird as that is. But it gave good coverage, and I really like the color of it. Sometimes I feel like they have weird colors when it comes to the concealer range, but this time I feel like they did a good job. It gave good coverage. Again, I feel like this is one that dries down a little quicker than I'm used to, so that's what I'm having to try to adjust to with these new concealers, the fact that they dry down quicker. But it's a good product overall, and if you want to try it, since it's only $29 as it is, you can, you know, get a cute little discount and get an even better deal on it. So I definitely suggest you try it out during the sale. Okay, girl? Next. We got all the complexion out the way. Now let's get into some other products. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face products. I got blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. And then we will do the, what do you call it? The eyeshadow palettes, and end with the lipsticks and lip liners. And like mascaras and stuff like that, because honey. Anyway. So I'll start with the blushes. So I only have 4 blushes. Now I have the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette, but if you all remember, all 3 of these are singles now. So I just say get whatever shade you like the best. Remember, my plastic thing broke off, so I don't have it on there. But this one is She's a Doll, this is She's Vibrant, and then this one is She's Baked. So whichever color you like the best, I feel like you should get. I'm glad I got the palette at a deal, because it's like I love all of his, and the fact that I had to buy them individually would have really hurt my soul. So I'm glad I got this palette while it was on sale. But I like each color for each reason. Like, to me, this is a more brown girl friendly version of She's So LA for people like me who can't wear that shade. This is a bright vibrant pink that I feel like would work better for someone with my skin tone, versus this one right here called She's a Doll, that would work better for someone who's like a medium to light skin tone. So I feel like he put something in here for everyone, and the majority of shades everyone can wear. So I like this palette, and like I said, whichever color you like best, girl, just buy that color. Don't be trying to buy all 3 of them, and don't be going online paying people more than you should for the blush palette. Next I have the blushes from Rare Beauty. I have this shade Peace. I thought this was the shade Joy because it looks similar to the shade Joy. I have the shade Joy in my cart right now, along with the vibrant dewy pink shade, the bright pink shade, because I want both of those. But these are amazing. They go on really nice. The formula on them is really nice, and it's really hard to find a liquid blush that I like personally. So these work out really well, and I would definitely recommend that you try these out. They're only 20 bucks, so even with the discount, it'll be even better discount for you, because I think that makes them like 16 bucks. Don't quote me. Math was not my strong suit. I took accounting twice, so don't ask me. But yeah, I really like that blush formula. I think you should get it. And they have lots of pretty colors, and it's pigmented, but like when you blend it out, it shears out nicely. Next, I have the Glowish, what is it, Cheeky Vegan Blush Powder in the shade Charming Cherry. Now I know she just came out with some sticks. I'm not personally interested in the sticks. I'm gonna just stick to the Rare Beauty ones and the Fenty ones I already have in the pots. But this is a really pretty shade. I thought it was somewhat unique to my collection, because I usually have more berry tone shades and not so closer to red cherry shades. So that's why I particularly got this color. And the formula is really nice and quite pigmented, but it's like buildable pigmented, not like the Cover FX one, where as soon as you put it on your face, it's just like bam, pigment. Like, this is more of that buildable formula that people usually like. I'm the widow who likes pigmented blushes. I actually have Pat McGrath blushes. Of course, this would be the time to get mother's blushes because child, they're expensive. Show you the cute little component here. This is the shade Electric Bloom. This is actually my least favorite shade. I just brought this one because I figured this was the one I wouldn't miss out of the bathroom. I have on the shade Paradise Venus. That's my most used shade. It's really similar to the shade Always Spicy from e.l.f. So if you know that shade, then that's what Paradise Venus looks like. It's the bougie version of Paradise Venus that isn't primer infused. So any Pat McGrath blushes you want to get, you should get now. And I might as well just talk about this now too. Any Pat McGrath highlighters you want, you should get now. This is actually the shade that Karen and I have really been liking. This is Incandescent Gold. I have on the other one, what was it? Iridescent Gold. The really gold one that looks like what is it, Trophy Wife, except it's pigmented as Trophy Wife. That's the one that's actually on my face right now, but this is what this one looks like. And surprisingly, it doesn't look ashy and crazy like I thought it was on some of my skin tone, because I feel like it has like a sheer iridescence to it to where it doesn't show up. See what I'm saying? It just looks like a sheer champagne glow from within type highlighter, so it works on lots of skin tones. And I was concerned about that when I bought this because I was like, ooh, I don't know. But it actually worked out quite nicely. And since Bridgerton and Pat McGrath are at you know, what do you call it, at Sephora, go ahead and get it on sale, girl, if you didn't buy it when it went on sale before. So next we're gonna get into some bronzers. So I have the Danessa Myricks, what is this, deep powder bronzer. It's matte bronzing and shaping cream. I thought that was weird because it's calling it a powder and then it's saying it's a cream too, so I was confused. But it's just like a cream to powder formula. It's quite pigmented though, so you need to be careful with it. Like that Tantour from Huda Beauty, it's pigmented like that, so don't put too much on, girl. But it's easier to blend out than the Huda Beauty one is, so that's the good thing about it. Being pigmented, it still blends out a little bit nicer than Huda's. But this is a really good product. As you can see, I have been dipping my brush into it quite a bit. I was using it with her foundation all this time, and just putting the powder one on top of it just to make sure I set the product down good, because I couldn't be playing myself like that. But it's a really good product. It's really nice. I really like it. Now, as expensive as this thing is, I'm buying the darker shade of it. This is the Westminitili Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Truffle. But remember, they came up with the shade Ganache. I told you I was getting during the sale, so I'm going to get it. But this is the shade Truffle. So if you're like around here in the Fancy Faces color, it should show up on you. I have to use a powder one on top of this for it to be seen, but since I had paid for it in the set, I was like, we using it. So I've been using it from time to time, but I feel like Ganache is going to be better for some of my skin tone, especially when summer comes. So I'm excited to get that because the formula on that is really nice. It's just the color range wasn't doing it any favors. Next, I have the Soft Sculpt Bronzer from Makeup by Mario. I know y'all like, I know you didn't after you drug the fact that they didn't have the one in your skin tone out. Yes, I am. Because it is a good product, and I said in the video it was a good product. I just wanted, you know, my shade. And then it turns out my shade was just, you know, a red shade that I could get from a lot of the other brands. But the formula on this is really nice, and since its price point is really good, and you're probably going to be picking up those glowy lip serums since that seems to be what everybody wants from him, then, I mean, you can just throw this in the cart too, girl. It's a nice little bronzer moment, and it's made in Italy, so you know it's good quality. The next one I have is the Glowish Soft Radiant Bronzing Powder Enrich. I feel like this is deceiving though, because it's like you put it on and it looks like you didn't put anything on, and then you build it up, and I'm always scared I'm gonna build up too much because it goes on so smoothly. It looks like there's nothing on your face, but at the same time I feel like that's a good thing because I don't want it to look like I put on a whole bunch of bronzer. I want it to look like I'm just naturally bronzed, and I feel like this does a great job with this product. Now I will say the fact that this shade is the deepest shade, if I remember correctly, isn't like exciting to me, because like other people can't necessarily use it. Like if anybody is darker than me, like if Too Much Mouse tried to use it or Cocoa Swatches tried to use it, I don't think they'd be able to. Don't quote me though, because I'm not 100% sure about that, but I am still going to recommend it because it is a good product, and since it's quite buildable and nice and doesn't look cakey on the skin or patchy when you blend it out, I think it's good for that. So the next Mented Beauty thing I have to talk about is the highlight, what is this called, the highlighter balm. I have the shade Bounce. That's the rose gold shade. I think this is such a beautiful shade. Like, look at how nice that is. I love a rose gold moment too, so what I usually do is put this on my face, and then I'll put like the rose gold highlighter from LYS on top of it in the shade Genuine, which is a rose gold shade, and I feel like it just looks stunning. So matter of fact, let me do that now since I already rubbed this on my hand. We might as well, girl. You're here, I'm here, everybody's here, we're all available. Let's do it. But look at it, like, look how stunning that is. And since the highlighter is so soft and nice, and then the balm is so soft and nice, it just looks like you're glowing from within and you happen to have a rose glow. going on. So I love rose gold highlighters when I don't want to use a more like peachy-ish gold tone highlighter, because I'm not into usually traditional gold highlighters, as I sit up here with like a gold highlighter on, but that's just usually not my deal, so I want to be honest with you about it. Next, let's get into a couple of eye products. I don't have a lot of eye products, so it shouldn't take that long. I have literally 3 eye products. So y'all know I was raving about this Patrick Ta mascara. I still think it's wonderful. I might get a refill during the sale. It depends on how many other mascaras I already have. I want to get a refill of my Mented Beauty one for sure though. This is the Mented Beauty lengthening mascara in the shade Perfect Black. This is amazing. Like when I want length on my lashes, I reach for this. This is stunning. I'm so happy to have it. And then I have the Major Volume mascara. So this gives volume to the lashes, and then this makes them longer. So I like both of these. I actually haven't tried both of these together. I usually use the Mented Beauty one with the Pat McGrath Dark Star one, and I usually use this one on its own. I used to use it with the ABH one, but I used up my ABH mascara and I haven't tried to use it with anything else because I've been loving this one so much. But I'm actually gonna try these together and see how they work. But I really love each one of them separately, so if you were interested in getting a high-end mascara, these are the 2 I have to recommend. I really like the Mented Beauty one. Next, we have some eyeliners. So Patrick Ta is actually coming out with new eyeliners. I think he's supposed to come out with a burgundy one, and I will be grabbing that. So that's another thing that is in my wish list, and I am waiting for April Fool's Day to come so I can buy it. But I have the shade, what is this one called? It's just called Black. This thing is amazing. It glides on your waterline like nothing. You don't have any tugging, you don't have any issues. It's nice and pigmented and lasts all day long. This thing is amazing and stunning and wonderful, and it's kind of expensive, so that's why I'm trying to tell you now to get it while it's on sale, girl. Okay, get it while it's on sale. Next, I have the Natasha Denona Macro Blade Liquid Liner. To me, this is one of the easiest eyeliners to use, and not that I'm so great at eyeliner, but this is one I use a lot. Like I used, did I use this one today? No, I used the Hendash one today because I had already had this packed up. But I usually use this every day. I use this one, and then when I'm here at my grandmother's house, I use the Steeler one. But I bought a couple more during the 21 days of beauty sale, so I'll see how that goes. Because I finally got the tattoo one everybody used to rave about. And then I bought some more Steeler ones and some fun colors for us to try out when I do buy fun, colorful looks, when I want to have a fun winged eyeliner as opposed to, you know, the boring one I use all the time, which is just black. But when I do want my black one that I use regularly, just about every day, I use this Natasha Denona one. I have to try my Pat McGrath one though, because I bought a little set, but I have yet to open it and use any of them. So I want to see how hers works, and then maybe next time I'll be able to recommend hers. Okay, so let's get into these eyeshadow palettes, girl, because I only got like 2 or 3, and then we'll end with the lip liners and the lipsticks, because I got a lip combo on right now that I want to talk to you about, and I like both the products from them, and then we can wrap it up, okay? So next we're gonna get into eyeshadow palettes. I don't have that many eyeshadow palettes just because I didn't feel like lugging all of them back over here again, but I do like these 3, so I figured I'd try to keep it at a minimum with eyeshadow palettes, because if y'all noticed lately I've been doing a lot of indie and other stuff, so I don't have a lot of high-end ones to talk about. But of course y'all know I was going to talk about Mother, so I got the Bridgerton and Pat McGrath collection. Now I know a lot of people wasn't that crazy about this, but y'all know I'm a sucker for a pop of blue, and I like mauve tones, so like this palette spoke to me a lot. I will say I'm tired of these 2 rosy tones here. I wish she had done more mauves and blues and then gave us like a dark plum shade like she did in Mothership 5. If she had put the dark plum shade from Mothership 5 in here and just left the rest of the stuff like here, I think I'd have liked it better, because I'd had my crease shade, you'd have had a darker outer V shade, you'd have had this reddish shade for a pop, you still had the blue, and then these like shimmers right here for your inner corner highlights for those 2 looks I just described. So I would have took this out, but overall I still like the palette. And since I own just about everything Pat McGrath, I can just go into that palette myself and use that shade, so it's not that big a deal. To me, this is more like if you're a Pat McGrath fan and you just kind of want to add it to your collection, but you didn't want to pay regular price and you don't have a channel, so you have to pay regular price like I do, I would definitely say go ahead and get it now. And of course we know I ordered the second one that just came out. It's just a question of when his Mother actually gonna ship it. But sometimes she don't give you notifications, child. It just appears at your door and you be like, oh, okay, Mother, thank you. So I'm hoping this video can go up tonight. I don't make any promises though. I might have to make it go up on April 1st and just have my bonus video go up on Saturday or Sunday or something. But next I have the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. Now I know y'all probably shocked, like Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette, because you know it's just a bunch of neutral eyeshadows, but the blush and the highlighter in here are amazing. Like I hope she makes a single formula of this highlighter right here, because it is stunning. At least the formula on it is really, really nice. It has like this moussey creamish texture to it, and then it still looks so soft and natural on the skin like all her other highlighters do. I feel like her highlighters blend into your skin like butter, and they're amazing. Now the I Need a Nude wasn't as nice as her normal formula is. I don't know if it's because of the pan embossing in it. Not that it wasn't good, it just wasn't good as her normal ones. But this one is even better than her normal ones. And this blush is really nice here as well. Mine hasn't hit hard pan the way the one in the light palette has. Again, I told y'all before in my video, and Morgan Turner said this one hit pan in hers, but mine is just fine. I'm not into the eyeshadows, but again, I don't like the fact she tries to tell me where to wear the stuff. I wear wherever I feel like, and plus we know these aren't my tones. So if this had been more like a rose gold, like mauve type tones, then I could have got down a little better as neutrals, because those are the type of neutrals I like, if anyone cares. So of course I would be picking up Patrick Ta's new palette. Another wish list thing that I'm buying. I'm just popping in here and talking about them as I think about them. And then I gotta get the new Melt eyeshadow palettes, because if y'all remember my Gemini fell to pieces, I showed it to you in one of the videos. It was just a mess. So I'm so glad they're relaunching it so I can have a fresh one that isn't broken. And then I get to try the new palette and see how they compare. Because the new palettes kind of remind me of He Who Should Not Be Mentioned's Vintage Rose palette. That's what I thought of when I initially saw it, but I don't know. Next we have Rose Quartz from Huda. Now this is my type of neutral palette right here. As y'all can see, it's a whole bunch of mauve tones. This is what I was talking about right here, like more like a shade like this in Mother's palette to go with that darker mauve tone, so that way you have this shade, then that one, and so on and so forth. But this is a really nice palette. Now I didn't think all the colors were gonna show up on me the way they did, and I was happy that they did, because it's like I love tones like this. And once I found out this is Huda's version of nude, I was all about it, because I was so clown on her new nude palette when she first came out with it. But once I saw that nudes to her were mauves and like rose tones and rose golds and stuff like I thought, that's when I was like, okay, I can mess with Huda and her nudes, because she understands that nude doesn't have to always be brown. So the formula on this is amazing. I did 2 looks with this palette. I actually need to play with a little more. This shade Cosmic Love is everything to me. Like I love the shift and the marbleness to it, and I just love the tones like this overall. So when I don't want to think about it, I look like I had to do today with all this thought, I will just go ahead and reach for something like this. Or if I'm like in a super rush, that's when I would grab for like the Natasha Denona Face palette, because I feel like it's something I can't go wrong with, and it won't look too bad, because Natasha doesn't usually give you patchy products. Okay, so let me talk about the 2 lip products that are on my lips first, and then we'll get into the rest of the lip products. I have all the I Need, what is this collection called? I Need Rose, I believe it was called, collection. So this is the one I have on my lips. This shade is Kayla, I think that's how you say it. So I put this on my lips really quick just for this video, and then I went ahead and put my Mented Beauty Lip Slick, that's what it's called, right? Sorry, Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Taupe on top of it, because I wanted a more glossy effect, and since I don't have to wear a mask the rest of the night, works for me. So I love the way these feel on the lips, and they give a nice wash of color. This is like my lips with better type vibe, so I'm really with this. And let me show you the other 2 colors of Natasha since we're here. I got Daphne and Peony. And both the shades I actually like for different reasons. I have a lip swatch video of all the lips products just about that we're about to talk about, funny enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and show that. I think the only thing that's in here is the Patrick Ta ones, but everything else is in here. No, that's the wrong time. And one of the lipsticks fell on the floor, so let me go grab that real quick. When I go too far, it just fell on the side. I have the Mega by Mario lipsticks. I think I mentioned these before, don't quote me, I don't know if I did or not. I have the shade Sierra I brought here with me, but I have Sierra and Raza. I was thinking about getting some more colors in this, but it's like I usually reach for this or Artist Couture or Juvia's Place or Mother, and I already have so many lipsticks, and we know that's not something I care about, so I'm not gonna buy anymore. But I will recommend this formula because it's really nice on the lips. It doesn't give that dry cracky effect to your lips, but it's not like that. It's not one of those hard dry mattes. It's more like a soft matte that looks a little bit more creamy on the lips, which is why I like it, because it's like it's not a cream, but it's not a total hard matte either. Next I have a Mented Beauty lipstick in the shade with Signature Lip. These are Signature Lip lipsticks. I have the shade Millennial. This is my favorite shade. I actually wore this shade in a picture I think earlier this week. It's really nice lipstick, and it's really nice lipstick color. I did get these sent in PR along with another shade, but this was my favorite shade out of all of them, so here's that. I got a couple of lip liners. I have Jeff from Mario, it's really good, and I have Natasha's Lala. I've recommended that one before. And the last 2 things I have are the Patrick Ta lip glosses. These are supposed to be volume lip glosses. I really like them, and I would recommend that you try them out. I got 2 of I think the 4 shades that they had, But those are all the things I have to recommend, girl. I'm tired. I know you tired of listening, but those are my recommendations. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Comment down below and let me know if you already have some of this stuff or if you plan on getting some of this stuff, or what your wish list is, because I told you some of mine. I didn't tell you all, but yeah. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.